Hello, everyone. Welcome into the show today. I'm your host, Earl Hall. I'm the Chief Marketing Officer for Arturo Johnson Consulting. We've got a really good one for you today, and the whole premise behind what it is that we do. Look, we want to make sure that we help you make more money and help you make more money faster. Let's get into the show. All right. Look, this is a good one today, and I'm so glad that this young lady told me exactly how to pronounce her name before I went on camera because I would have completely messed it up. But today we have Gema Barraza in the house with us today. How are you doing, Gema? Thanks so much for being on the show with us today.
I am doing wonderful, Oral. Thank you so much for having me on the show. Hope you're doing well as well.
I am doing absolutely amazing. Tell me, Gema, what was the reason you even got into this whole life insurance game? Tell us that story about how that happened.
So initially got my license back in October of 2018, and I was with a company that focuses on you've got to recruit people, and then you sell all of their friends and family,
Oh,
right?
I
The
know what
usual.
that one is.
You know what that's like. And I didn't get in the business to recruit. I understand, helping people achieve greater results in life and whatnot, but I really wanted to protect families. So luckily at the time I was able to protect my family. And fortunately and unfortunately, my first, payout was my mom in January. She passed
Oh,
away
I'm
in
so sorry to hear that.
but thank you very much.
Wow.
So within that process, I left where I was, got into another company who focuses on final expense. That's when I really, really sank my teeth into what it felt like to help clients, right? The diversity of it, all the different clients that I was able to meet. Recently, I'm with another IMO, and I absolutely love what I do. I just didn't have the results that I wanted and that I knew I could get.
Yeah.
So
Tell,
I've spent 3 years now.
tell us a little bit about that. Like, what was going on, obviously, before you came to Arturo Johnson Consulting? What was happening that led you actually to even reach out to us?
So I was with a company where you purchase leads. And I certainly don't mind, to make money. It takes money to make money, right? I completely get that. And with that, I also noticed that, some of the instant leads weren't very instant because I would knock on doors or I would call people and, oh, she passed away 8 months ago. And I thought, well, that's
Wow.
interesting that this is an instant lead, So at the end of the day, that just wasn't working for me. I'm a mother. I'm a bonus mother. I live at home with my boyfriend, and I've got responsibilities at home. So there's 1,000 things on my plate.
Yeah.
My boyfriend just started in the trucking business, so everything falls on me 100%.
Wow.
So I didn't have the luxury of being in the field 8
Oh, yeah,
p.m.
because he's on the road. He's on the
Right.
road probably days or
Exactly.
weeks. And yeah,
Exactly. He's
you're
on the road
holding it
Monday to
down.
Friday. Yes, I'm holding everything down. I can't do the travel trips, so I needed to be able to be a mother, a bonus mom. I needed to be able to be, a girlfriend or a wife, or take care of my house responsibilities, still do the
Mhm.
doctor appointments and all those things, and be successful in my business. And so that's when I saw the ads popping up over and over and over again, and I thought, you know what, I'm going to give it a shot. So, and here we are.
So, I mean, with the leads, because you kind of went through a couple of things there, right? It's like, okay, the leads weren't as instant as, thought they were. I was with that same practice company before as well. So I already know what you're talking about as soon as you said instant leads. Um,
Right.
so knowing that is as far as that being probably a source of a little bit of frustration, because once you start seeing that and understanding that, what did you look into doing after that started happening? Who did you reach out to? What happened? What was the conversation going on in your head about all of that?
When I joined with AUM.
No, when you first experienced that these weren't
Oh,
instant leads, it's like, what was that conversation you were having with yourself in your head or with others about what you were literally experiencing?
it was honestly, I keep things very personal. My conversations are between myself and God,
Mm-hmm.
so I knew that there was a different way. So I made the best of what I had, and made sure and put my best foot forward. But I also took it upon myself to do the research to see what else other people are doing. Because at the end of the day, if they're with the same company, of course they're going to promote what they're doing.
Yeah.
If I want to achieve different results, then I've got to look at what other people are doing to get those kinds of results that I want. This industry has so many different options, and that's what I love about it. However, everybody's in a different situation. So what works for one individual may not work for another. So I needed to find what works for me as a mother, as a wife, as a housekeeper, and as an individual.
Absolutely. Seeing all that, and you've been in for a few years now and things of that nature. How long had you been literally watching those Facebook ads pop up before you said, you know what, I'm clicking this link?
I want to say probably about 4 months that I was watching them.
Wow. Wow.
Yes,
And are you kicking yourself now, or
I am. I am absolutely, but I completely understand that everything happens in its the right timing.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I just wasn't ready at the time for whatever reason. I was when I joined a month ago, and I'm
Yeah.
I'm thankful that I did.
Yeah. What do you think has been probably maybe the most transformational thing, or the most like joyous thing that you've been experiencing since you've come aboard with the AUM training program?
I feel the most joyous thing is waking up to emails that say that you have a calendar appointment. That
Wow.
is just an absolute game changer. You already wake up, whether you wake up at 4 a.m., 6 a.m., you already wake up feeling like you're winning, and you're ahead of the game. So having those to wake up to, in addition to, of course, the calls that you make, is an absolute game changer. And when you start off with positivity and with that mindset, you just take it from there, and you can 10x your day.
Absolutely. And I mean, I hear that over and over again from a lot of our different clients that we have. How has this changed dial day for you?
Oh my god. I'm just more. I still dial. Obviously, we still dial every day, but it's different because you know that these people looked at your ad, and the ad is my mother, holding
Hmm.
my granddaughter. You know that these people know you by name, and so it's just a different conversation. You don't feel like you're just talking to a random individual who was trying to get a gift card or trying to get us, to do the
Mm,
survey. Or that some of the responses that I got, that they responded to you as an individual, and it just feels different. And so going into it, when I make the calls, because every day is essentially dial day, but it's
yeah.
just a different approach, it's a different mindset.
I mean, it's funny. We were talking before we went on camera. I should say, I was going to say on air, but on camera because it's being recorded, right? So it seems like since you came aboard, you've gotten approximately, in your first month, like 150 leads that have come in. And the thing that just shocks me, shock is the wrong word. The thing that really makes me happy, I should say, is that from those approximate 150 leads, 60 to 70 actually booked appointments on your calendar. What does that feel like, not having to dial in order to get those appointments booked? I mean, we talked about dial day before, but what is that coming from where you did have to have a dial day and the only
Right.
way you booked an appointment was by dialing? What does that mentally, spiritually feel like to have that happen? Like you were saying, waking up at 4 in the morning and there's already stuff on your calendar.
Right. Yeah, I wake up feeling like I know I'm going to win.
Hmm.
Typically in this industry, you're wanting to have about 30 to 40 appointments a week, and I was getting on average about 15 appointments through my calendar. So
Hmm.
half the work's already done. And all I needed to do was put together an ad.
Yeah.
And I was already putting the money into leads, and now I'm putting it into something that I know is going to work. So it's a lot. It's very refreshing. Um, and it's not to say that I only have to do half of the work. Obviously I have to still sell them,
Yeah.
and I have to still sell all the leads that I have. There's still a lot to be done, but knowing that there's a system in place, you just wake up feeling like you're ahead of the game already.
Absolutely. I mean, generally, like before you came to Arturo Johnson Consulting, like generally on a month to month basis, what was your AP looking like? Like maybe what was your best month that you had, or what was your worst month? Or is it all kind of pretty much on average?
It's kind of on average, and quite honestly, I was dabbling. I mean, with when I was with the initial practice company, I've made more than I made the entire time I was there, and I was there for about a year and a half. You
Oh my
know,
gosh.
because the percentage I started at was 30%, and of course, you've got to recruit, and if you don't do all the numbers, you don't get anything. So and let me just tell you, where I am now is night and day difference. But and I was also previously working a full time job and doing this. So now that I'm doing this 100%, I'm definitely making what I want to make. I just completed my first full month about a week or so ago, and I spent 1,500 in leads, and I think I did almost 18,000 in AP. So you can imagine at 120% what that looks
Wait a minute,
like.
wait a minute. Stop. 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 You spent how much on your Facebook ads?
1,500.
And you made how much?
Um, Roughly about 8,000.
8,000. Okay. I wanted to make sure I clarified that because you actually said 18,000. That's why I had to stop you.
Oh, I did. Oh my God.
You're like, I
18.
wish. I wish.
Oh, I wish. I know. I know. I'm moving towards that direction. I've started with just doing the final expense for now.
Hmm.
And once this was up and running, then I want to start adding all the other ads as well.
Yeah. How do you see yourself? And let's kind of talk about that for a minute. It's like being in final expense right now. Where is it that you want to maybe move to or grow to or add on to what it is that you're doing?
I definitely want to focus more on, the mortgage protection and get some IULs in there. I have a little bit of knowledge, but not as much. So it's just a matter of really um, doing my own, training and making sure that I am doing what I need to do to get more knowledgeable in this industry.
Hmm.
So it's something that I watch videos every single day to get my knowledge up, because I want to feel confident in speaking with individuals. With the final expense, I'm 100%. I've got it. I know what I'm doing. It's the other areas that I feel like I just need a little bit more practice in.
Okay.
So I'm definitely going to get there.
Yeah. How have you found it? Like, did you find it difficult to put this together, or was it kind of just like, you're a younger person than I am, technology just kind of comes to you guys quicker than us? Or did you get a lot of tech support and help? How did that go for you?
No, luckily I've worked with, I used to do human resources for about 12 years. So I've
Hmm.
worked with so many different databases, and I love it. I love databases. I love data entry. So it was fairly easy. The only glitch that I had is apparently I had already done a Facebook business profile two
Okay.
years ago that I didn't remember about. That was the only hiccup. Once I figured that out, it was easy. It was easy from there.
Gotcha. Now, Hema, you waited 4 months before you
Yeah,
clicked the link, right?
right,
So you've watched other testimonial videos
right.
on our YouTube channel, Facebook page, whatever. Now you're doing a video that people are going to watch right now, right? So, what would you tell that person that has been watching this for 2 months, for 3 months, for 8 months? What would you tell them to do in regards to this program as far as joining it and why?
Honestly, you've just in being an entrepreneur or having your own business, or working from home like this, you've got to take that leap of faith. And I understand that that leap of faith is yourself, but this system is working for so many individuals that it doesn't make sense that it wouldn't work for you as well. So if you just follow the instructions, it's really straightforward. Anybody can figure it out. And even if you can't, you've got the support. And that's what I love about it. You absolutely have support. I posted once about a small glitch, and within 5 minutes, I had an answer, maybe less, so there's nothing to lose, quite honestly, as long as you follow the book, you follow the process, and you call the leads, of course, it's going to change your business.
Awesome. Well, Gema, I definitely want to thank you for taking time with us today to just kind of talk to us and our audience about your own personal experience. I mean, it's one thing for us to say what we can do, but when we have so many clients talking about their success stories and what it is that they're literally experiencing, it makes the complete difference. No one's going to believe me, but no one can argue with your results. So that's kind of how it goes. But thank you so much for being here with me today. I definitely appreciate it.
Absolutely. Thank you, Earl.
All right, and to all of you that have been tuning in, make sure there's going to be some links around this video. I want you to go ahead, click those links. You can talk to us directly to see if this is going to be something that's going to work for you and fit within what it is that you're actually looking to do when we're talking about starting and building and growing a successful life insurance business. Because again, as I said at the top, what we're here to do is help you make more money and help you make more money faster. We'll see you on the next one.